Welcome, friends, to the neighborhood. This is Sophia with Sophia Brings Light, and welcome to my neighborhood. I like to say that when I invite you to my channel, or when you come to visit me on my channel, that we are sister best friend witches, and we're just sharing information, talking, discoursing. I hope that you leave comments. I am on my channel, as I say all the time, to be a part of the community. Though I don't have big numbers, don't really care, but I put my 2 cents in when needed. I feel like I am encouraging a discourse between people in the community. Though I've been practicing, I did count it up, it is 30 years. And I've taken breaks, like long breaks in between, but even with that, with me at 63, it still is 30 years. I'm always learning, and the craft is something that you will always be learning. I'm never going to know it all. You know, I started out in the craft in a certain area, mostly hoodoo. Now I've expanded to some other areas, and I have more of a blended practice. But I still honor my roots in hoodoo. But it's all a part of me. I feel like my practice is a reflection of all that's in me, all that's come from me, from my ancestors, from cultural norms and everything else. It's all blended, and it's all a part of me and my craft. How I practice my craft is blended and all a part of me. That being said, I went on a long rant, but I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome. You know, in the beginning and in some past times, I felt like I did kind of have that or suffer from imposter syndrome. But I think in the past, like, you know, maybe 3 years into my practice, sometimes I kind of got the big head and thought I knew a lot more than I did. And so I did suffer from it sometimes when I was doing something for somebody else, or somebody else would ask me to do something, or I was presenting something about the craft or something. Sometimes I felt like, oh, you know, I just know a little bit. I'm sharing what I know. But the way I got over that was I realized that the craft is the craft of the wise, and it's ongoing. You always will be learning. Nobody is an expert in everything. You may have some parts, some subject matter, some things that you really are well versed in your practice, but there's always room for growth and potential, and you can't possibly know everything there is about it. That's why sometimes I like to say I'm a practitioner. As a nurse, I'm a practitioner of medical arts, and being a medical practitioner, I'm always learning. I'm always finding better ways to do something. Even I've been doing it for certain years. And it's the same thing as a magical practitioner. I'm always learning. And even those things I feel real comfortable with and feel like I got that, sometimes I'll develop a better way to do something, a more refined way to practice or to do something in my practice. Or I'll get a tip from somebody else in the community and try that, and they're like, wow, that was a better way to do that. So I'm always growing and learning and developing and redeveloping and redefining and reshaping. And as I am aware of that, I realize I'm not an imposter, because I'm not saying that I know everything about everything and I'm the expert in everything. No, I'm a practitioner, and though I live my magic, I also practice my magic, if that makes any sense. The two come together. I live magic as much as I can. I don't practice daily, but I do some magical something magical every day, if it's no more than the way I drink my coffee and put my intentions in it, or the way I wash and clean my house, or, you know, some of those, it's something, though it may be minute, it's a ritual practice that I find something to do almost daily. So it is a daily part of my life. I live my magic. But then I am a practitioner also, in that I'm always practicing, trying to find a better way, or learning something totally new. I'm always developing and growing, and that doesn't make me a fraud. It makes me an authentic person, and it doesn't make me an imposter, because I'm always trying to refine, to grow. I'm not, even on this channel, I am not telling you, though I've been practicing for a long time, I don't know everything about everything, and won't propose to tell you that I know everything about everything. No, I know a lot of things about a lot of different subjects, but I'm always growing and learning, redefining, restructuring, finding another idea, developing in that idea, growing, just I'm always moving, evolving in different areas. So I don't feel like I'm a practitioner when you honestly tell people that you practice magic and that you're growing and you don't know everything. You may know a lot about a lot of different subjects, but you don't know everything. I don't feel like that makes you an imposter. I think that makes you a very authentic person and a very wise person, because a wise person knows that they don't know everything about everything. None of us in the craft can know everything about everything. We know some things about a lot of things, probably a lot of us, but we don't know everything there is to know. I am 63 years old and will continue to grow, develop, and evolve in this practice. And what I do on this channel is share some of the things that I know and how I do certain things, but I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to dialogue. I'm always open to, how do you do things? Oh, that's a good idea. Let me try that. Some things work for me and some things don't, but I listen to my intuition. I feel does this resonate with me? I listen, or try this, or try that. Don't do this. I listen to that inner voice, that inner knowing. I call it my ancestor whispers. I listen to that because it's great teaching in that. Trusting your intuition, trusting that, when you do something, what you do know, you know it, the things that you know, but always open to growth, further development, and evolvement. So that's my 2 cents about how I got over that imposter syndrome. Is when I realized that I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but I don't know everything. And that, my dear, is the key to being a wise woman. Just my 2 cents that I wanted to get in. How about you? Have a very powerful and blessed day. Blessed be. Bye-bye.